Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you, as always, for your tweets. You all right, Shaq?
Yeah, I'm all right now.
Yeah?
I was holding that.
Oh. Yeah. We've been in the studio a long time today.
I must just... this is a live Extra Time today, isn't it?
It is live, yes.
OK, well, button up.
Fortunately, Stevie's not here. I don't even have the questions.
Oh, well, that's
no one's in the studio
live.
to give them to me. That's the way they're like. Yes, they did print it out, Mr. Producer, but I can't get up and get them because I have to present it. No, that's fine. That's
Ali, you go get them.
I got it.
I got the questions. Go on, Ali.
There we go.
Go on, Ali.
There they come. Right, Ali.
Yeah, look at that. Change of pace. Change of pace. Yes.
Oh, good. Right.
Live TV,
What
these
we
things
got?
happen.
Yep. So, shot sheets that I needed during the show that I didn't get. Right, okay, good.
Hey, easy, relax.
Hey, do what Adrian does before the show. He holds it up. With lots of questions.
Are there actually moral victories, like United winning today, for players, or is that just something pundits talk about?
What pundits?
I don't know what pundits.
I think this the United result will quite clearly be spun into a moral victory.
If you're a player, are you going home happy? If you're a
No.
United player?
Yes.
If you're a player, you're not falling for that nonsense.
Right.
The manager is going to hang his hat on it. But as a player, you know we're out.
You know who talks, or usually talks about moral victories? Teams that are not very good.
Right.
Those are the teams that need moral victories, need hope and a light at the end of the tunnel and something that you can hang on to and say, you know what, guys, next time we'll get them. And next time comes around and you don't get them, and then you try again.
So you wouldn't be happy if you're a United player, despite the fact you just won?
No.
You're out of the competition.
No, because Ali's just said teams that need it. Manchester United, no one needs a moral victory more than Man United at the moment. And Solskjaer, it seems to me, and I say this admittedly from a distance from Spain, but seems to be constantly talking about how positive things are and clinging on to things that I think the rest of us probably can't even see.
See, that's him negative again. You can't help. I tell you what. Don't have a look down. Don't even come to me unless it's about Barcelona. All right. Don't even come to me. I can't.
Let's see. We've got
I'm the only positive person in here today.
What's going on
You've
with
been
you?
very positive today. Who was it? Deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance.
I know.
Who said that?
You!
When?
Who are you talking about from Wolves? Who are you talking about?
Raul
Jimenez. Oh, he has a bad spell, but he deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Honestly, what's wrong with
I tell you what,
Craig, are you on a bet tonight?
Sorry, Sid.
Are you on a bet or something? Has someone put you up to this?
Hold on. Put me up to what? Playing the Mr. Nice
To be
guy.
positive. They said, Craig, listen, I'll give you a tenner to be positive for the entire show.
What it was, Sid, as I came out my house today, I went, I'm going to be Mr. Nice Guy today.
Hey,
That's what I did.
it's working.
I tell you what, I looked all yesterday, trying to watch the Coppa Italia yesterday on ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
2 desktops, him and I,
Right.
exactly the same desktops, ESPN Plus, his was 3 seconds ahead.
Right.
And it was doing my head in. And that got me almost as angry as the Barcelona today.
You have no idea how angry
But
got.
have you not got used to being behind people, Craig?
This is live
the
TV,
kind of
so this is
open goal.
live.
That was the kind of open goal that even Ali couldn't miss. I'm sorry, there's just no way.
It's my kind of range.
Now,
is
let
what
me see
they
if I
call
can
it.
think of one for Shaq as well. Hang on. No, sorry.
It's gone into the memory bank, that said, I can tell you. What do you
Mr.
think,
Positive, just on the break now.
Listen, what do you think my name is? Stuart Holt?
Okay, Gab's here as
Remember
well.
Stuart used to come on the show before he moved to another network, and we almost had to
How did
write
we
the
get on to
question.
Stuart Hall?
No idea.
Well, because
No idea.
Sid suggested
It's gone sideways.
I wasn't very sharp.
Oh, I see.
Sharp-minded, and that took me to Stewie, who needed 24-hour notice on the questions so he could answer them in time. No, he didn't.
Right. Anyone else you want to talk about?
I'll talk about anybody. Not a problem. I'm not talking. That's not a negative. That's a very positive thing to say.
No.
I think you'll find.
Quite negative. Gab Marcotti's here as well.
He's hiding.
He is
hiding.
okay. Why are Juve having a hard time selling players, Gab?
Because they're having a hard time selling players like Emre Can. Because what do I always say? There's no such thing as a free transfer. Oh. And they signed all these guys like Emre Can, like Sami Khedira, like Aaron Ramsey. and they had to go and pay a huge whack in commissions and also give them a big fat salary. And so a guy like Emre Can is on, off the top of my head, it's something close to about 180,000 to 200,000 pounds a week, and there aren't very many, and has a long contract, and there aren't very many teams that can afford that. And so they're stuck with a bunch of players they can't sell, and that's why they had Emre Can and Mario Mandzukic, who they couldn't even, there wasn't even room for them in the 25-man Champions League squad because they had so many senior pros under contract.
Gab, why did you leave Sid off the extra time tweet? Was this another Mark Ogden senior journalist from...
No, well, as you know, Sid, as you know, Dan,
he's rattled.
Sending the extra time tweet is below my pay grade. It's not something I normally do. I don't get the daily practice that you do. And it was the producer asked me to do it quickly. He's like, oh, look, Dan forgot. It's his fault. Blame him.
Yeah. Wow.
Get this out there quickly.
Did he just blame you?
And,
Yeah. And you left
because
Sid out because you're
look,
jealous.
I'm just relaying the information.
That's it.
So I thought I'd be doing you a favor, Dan.
Do you know what would annoy me?
What happened? What happened? What happened?
Where's the
Wait a minute.
Where do we start? Where do we start?
Do you know what would annoy me? Because you tweet out, you generally, 99.9% of the time, tweet out the questions.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Even when you're off work and
Yes.
there's another presenter on,
Yes.
you still do it.
Yes.
That'd make my blood boil.
Why would that make you
Well,
angry?
because if the producer's ringing me on my day off to get me to tweet something out,
Yeah.
that
It's only 5 seconds out of my
But I mean,
day.
it's 5 seconds and your day off. It's not 5 seconds because he's already called you or text you, so that's seconds. And then you've got to tweet it. Why don't you just say no?
Well,
Because it doesn't bother me.
Hence the reason why the producer does not call you to tweet it out.
He doesn't call me for
Even on your
that.
day on.
He doesn't call me to give player man markings. He doesn't call me to do what do you call that when the two teams combined 11s?
Combined 11s,
He
yes.
doesn't. But he does text me at nearly 5:30 in the morning to tell me when we're on air. And
there
my
you are.
phone's buzzing away.
so we're not positive anymore.
Yeah. Stay positive.
That lasted long.
Chelsea won 7 games in a row with Jorginho Kovacic pivot. Why doesn't Lampard revert back to that system?
You're asking me?
Anyone, really,
Yeah,
to be
go on,
honest.
Gab.
Not
Yeah,
Sid,
yeah,
he
but-
doesn't know what's
Well,
going on.
because if you have Jorginho and Kovacic, then in a pivot, you don't have N'Golo Kante in there. So, and if you want to go and play the three of them in midfield, then there's no Mason Mount, unless you want to play Mount on the wing. And if you play Mount on the wing, then it's either Hudson-Odoi or Willian who doesn't get on the pitch. I think it's as simple as that. He wants to play more attacking football, and he's got to make decisions, and he's got to take choices. Personally, I think what we've seen against bigger teams is he's dropped Mount and he's played the three of them together. And weirdly, even though you would think having an extra sort of two-way midfielder might give you more cover, that's not always the case, because then you get a situation where your fullbacks push on and it doesn't quite work as well when your fullbacks are Chelsea's fullbacks, with all due respect to Chelsea's fullbacks. Except for Reece James, he's very good going forward.
Sid, can you just repeat what Gab said, just to prove you were listening?
Yeah, he said that if you play those two, you're not playing Conte. If you want to put Conte in there, then you lose Mount, unless you put Mount on the wing. And if you do put Mount on the wing, then you lose one of the others from the wing, and then you get exposed because the two fullbacks push up the pitch.
you weren't listening.
And that's not good. With all due respect to
he's
the fullbacks,
good.
they're not really good enough, except Reece James, who absolutely is.
If we'd only listened a bit more when he was on that programme in the UK,
University Challenge?
might answer the few
Wait.
I listened then, but
You just didn't know the answer. Celebrity University
Exactly.
Challenge, and they call up Sid.
Here we go. Celebrity use. We're a man down today. Get some. Go and look on the street out there, see if there's anybody walking by. Well, there's a guy walking by, but he's the only trouble is he's mumping on about Barcelona.
Yeah, well,
Get him on.
Mumping on about, what is he in a Real Oviedo kit?
It sounds like the Barcelona scouting team.
Right. Why did the
That's basically what it was. I think it was Josep Maria Bartomeu trying to pick the team for us. Now, we'll get this guy. He doesn't know any answers, but who cares? Put him on the team. He's just like Boateng.
Why did the entire panel doubt Zlatan's effectiveness on a club given his age, despite what he did at United and the Galaxy?
Who doubted it?
Stevie definitely doubted it.
Well, I'll leave us out.
You doubted it?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I doubted him going to Milan.
Yes, that's a doubt.
But I didn't doubt his performance.
Oh, you always thought he was going to do good?
Well, I just felt he could go to a team that's doing a little bit better. But ultimately, he's had a good effect on Milan. I didn't doubt him personally.
Did you doubt him, Shaq?
No.
What I doubted was that.
Shaq could have said anything.
What I doubted was whether Milan was going to have enough of providing service for Zlatan so that Zlatan could do the things that we know he can do inside the 18-yard box.
Sounds like you did doubt him a bit.
Yeah.
What?
You doubted his
No,
effectiveness.
I tell you what I doubted. Having to deal with Matteo Bonetti during those days.
Oh,
So whatever he was saying, I was going in the opposite direction.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.